The goal of this operation is to engineer a cafe-quality late summer dish. We achieve this result by utilizing high-heat caramelization and precise texture contrast. To pull this off, you need to secure the right foundation. The protocol requires whole milk ricotta for maximum creaminess, anchored by thick slices of sturdy sourdough bread. Before we begin, we have to mitigate two critical failure points. First, your butter must be at ambient room temperature. Second, check your fruit. The peaches have to yield to gentle manual pressure, otherwise they will not roast properly. We will follow a 5-step sequential roadmap to get from raw ingredients to the final build. By maximizing our oven efficiency, this entire process will take exactly 15 minutes. Strict adherence to these initial physical parameters is the only way to achieve the precise balance of sweet, salty, and creamy profiles required for success. Let's execute. Step 1 is establishing our thermal environment. Set your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 220 Celsius, and prepare a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Now we prep the core payload. Take 3 ripe peaches, halve them, remove the pits, and orient them cut side up on your staging tray. Next, apply the roasting agents. Drizzle the fruit with 3 tablespoons of honey, then distribute 2 tablespoons of butter evenly across the halves. Send the tray into the oven for about 15 minutes. The high heat will soften the fruit while triggering the Maillard reaction, resulting in dark caramelized edges. While the oven does its work, we move to a secondary thermal process. Place 1/3 cup of sliced almonds into a dry skillet over medium heat. Be extremely careful here. Sliced nuts have a rapid burn rate. You must maintain constant agitation, stirring them continuously for exactly 4 minutes. You will know they are ready when you see a distinct golden color shift and smell a strong, volatile aromatic release. The moment that happens, remove them from the heat. Managing these dual heat reactions simultaneously establishes our core textural contrasts. The soft, roasted fruit pairing against the brittle, crunchy nuts prevents the final assembly from becoming a monolithic, mushy texture. Step 3 initiates the emulsion protocol. In a bowl, combine your remaining 4 tablespoons of softened butter with the final 3 tablespoons of honey. Now, beat this mixture vigorously. This mechanical aeration completely alters the physical state and density of the fat layer. Visual confirmation of a successful emulsion: notice the transition from the dark, separated state on the left to the pale, aerated cream on the right. With the butter whipped, we prep the foundational layer: 4 thick slices of sourdough or country bread. You have 2 acceptable methods for toasting the bread: standard radiant heat using a toaster, or conductive heat using a skillet with residual butter. The required structural integrity of the toast is non-negotiable. It must be deeply golden and rigid enough to support heavy, moisture-rich layers without collapsing. When we apply our aerated fat layer to this highly rigid carbohydrate foundation, we create a waterproof barrier. This ensures the bread does not disintegrate under the weight of the hot roasted fruit juices. Step 4 is final assembly. Start by applying a thick, edge-to-edge spread of the whipped honey butter directly onto your rigid toast foundation. Over that, layer a large, concentrated spoonful of the whole milk ricotta, drawing evenly from your 1 cup total. Now place the primary structural payload. Position 2 roasted peach halves squarely on top of the ricotta, and pour the caramelized pan juices right over the top. Execute the garnish protocol by dispersing the toasted almonds. Then add 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme leaves and the zest of a whole lemon to introduce sharp herbal and acidic top notes. This cross-section diagram outlines our final chemical balancers. We finish with a terminal drizzle of raw honey and exactly 1/3 teaspoon of flaky sea salt, layering down through the precise vertical sequence of butter, ricotta, peach, and garnish. This highly specific vertical architecture guarantees that the consumer experiences the optimal ratio of fat, acid, salt, and sugar in every single bite. We confirm successful execution upon the initial physical breach. Look at the stark contrast between the rigid, crisky base and the yielding roasted fruit. We constructed this highly complex array of sweet, salty, and crunchy profiles in a rapid 15-minute timeframe. If optimal yielding peaches cannot be procured in the field, we have alternative material contingencies. Nectarines or plums can be smoothly substituted into the protocol. For a strict dairy-free deviation, simply swap the whole milk ricotta for coconut yogurt and utilize a plant-based butter substitute for your emulsion. The final mandate is to serve and consume this dish immediately. The thermal contrast between the hot roasted peaches and the cool ricotta is at its peak right now, securing the ultimate late summer culinary experience.